Well, the president pushing his unilateral amnesty, saying it won't hurt our economy.
I know some worry immigration will change the very fabric of who we are, or take our jobs, or stick it to middle-class families at a time when they already feel like they've gotten the raw deal for over a decade. I hear those concerns. But that's not what these steps would do.
Is that true? Here to break down the economic effect of all this, Lori Rothman from our sister network, Fox Business. Lori, thanks so for joining us.
Great to be here.
So in his second book, the policy book, now President Obama said, look, mass low-skilled immigration does depress wages for the middle class, and it makes it harder for people to get jobs. Is that still true?
I agree with that. Keep in mind, though, economists are scratching their head all over the country, running 50 different scenarios, doing the models, trying to figure out, because there's so much conflicting data about what the mass impact on our economy immigration will be. Okay, having said that, Econ 101, Tucker, when you add workers to an already full workforce, low-skilled labor, all it does is give the employer less incentive to raise wages. And as you know, wages in this country have been stagnant for at least the last 5 years.
Exactly. And there's there are tens of millions of people of working age who don't work.
And that's right. Unemployment is moving lower, but largely for the wrong reason, because the participation rate is continuing to decline. And if you add all of these people in on top of that, it's just going to continue to pressure resources.
So speaking of resources, not only are there obviously education, healthcare, those are the two main costs of immigration in this country, but there's also the argument the president makes, well, once we let these people stay here legal, they'll pay taxes.
Right.
But they're not actually mostly going to be paying taxes.
These are lower skilled workers, as we were talking about, lower income workers, services industry, hospitality, auto, manufacturing, construction, those types of jobs, where many of these immigrants, who, by the way, likely have children, other dependents, they're not earning a high enough wage, or they're earning, I guess a better way to put it is a wage that essentially offers them all kinds of write-offs and other kinds of subsidies where, frankly, the money they're giving back to Treasury, well, it's not really going to be accretive or beneficial to federal tax rolls.
They will not be net contributors to the economy.
Thank you. That's a great way to put it.
Is what you're saying. So, and this is distinct from the other kind of immigration reform that a lot of people on both sides are calling for, which would be more high-skilled workers, the H-1B program, etc. That's not what happened 2 days ago.
Right. This is not what the executive order encompasses. In fact, this is why we need an act of Congress for broader, more meaningful immigration reform, where you're going to get those high-skilled workers, get them those visas to come over here. Because, look, it's a technologically based economy. I mean, this is the smartphone economy that we're in, and we are desperately in need of high-skilled workers from these other countries, and also investors, capital entrepreneurs who can come in and really, you know, give a boost to our
But those are reliable
growth.
Those are Democratic voters. That's the difference. Lori Rothman, thank you.
Thanks, Tucker.
Now, don't miss Lori Rothman on the Fox Business Network. To find in your area, go to foxbusiness.com/channel finder. It is totally worth it, particularly her. Coming up.